Chelsea fans, tomorrow it's Tottenham. And I don't care what anyone says, there's no thing called as friendly against Spurs. You could tell me it's training session behind closed doors. I still want Chelsea to win against Tottenham. That's not the only story for today. Maxin Laqua is finally unveiled at Chelsea. Lewis Hall could make an exciting return to Chelsea, to Stamford Bridge. And while everyone is talking about who is coming in, I'm starting to worry who is actually leaving. So let's get into it. Welcome back to Blue Nation TV. I am Derek. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends, tell your friends about me. We are a growing channel. I would like to see few more people subscribe to my channel. I'm still a long way to go to get another 300 subscribers, which would get me about 1,000 subscribers. I'm seeing a few drop in the like. Please like my video. It wouldn't take much of your time. Most of my content does get interesting as and when you go through entire video. So don't forget to watch entire video. You can also give me a feedback. This helps me improve. This helps us communicate much more better. I know what content you would love to hear from me. Maybe some stories, maybe a little more of transfer news, transfer rumors. Well, I stick to very basic things. That would be mostly, I would like to talk on the people that are sure signings for Chelsea. I emphasize more on those people so that we are not left in a limbo of going through every page and understanding who is joining Chelsea, who is joining Chelsea. This was my time 2 years, 3 years back, that every time I would get up and Google who is joining Chelsea. Come on, what's happening here? What's happening there? And finally, a few people end up joining Chelsea. So I don't want you to feel the same way I felt. I want to give you news that is sure. Okay, fine, we are going to have deals which are done. There are rumors in every transfer market. We as fans, we are going to end up with a lot of rumors. I don't want to put out a news that doesn't make sense to you. I want a community which we can connect about, which we can discuss about, and your feedback is the most valuable to me. I need your feedback, genuinely, Chelsea fans. If you're watching this, please comment down, let me know how I can improve. Let's get into the topics. Maxin Laqua, more than just a signing. So let's begin with Maxin Laqua, because now it's official. I found it funny how Chelsea fans have been detectives last week. Everybody was wondering what's actually taking so long for the announcement. The medical was done. The pictures were probably taken. Everyone knew he had signed, and there was complete pin drop silence from the club. No one knew what was happening. Now, we might know why Chelsea waited until everything was perfect before announcing him. What really excited me about Maxin Laqua was his words. He didn't come here talking about taking his time to adapt to the league because he already knows Premier League. He spoke about Chelsea's winning tradition. He said after speaking to the manager, they share the same vision. And then he dropped a line where every Chelsea fan wants to hear. The ambition is to lift trophies. That's Chelsea Football Club for you. That's the standard what we set. You are not here just to compete. You are here to win. And every player joining Chelsea should know we are winners. We win every year, except for the last year. How many of you were actually disappointed with the last season? कितना खराब सीजन था यार हमारा. जो चेल्सी है वो हम दिख ही नहीं रहे थे पूरे सीजन में. क्या हो रहा है चेल्सी को? हमको तो कुछ नहीं पता है. वो चेल्सी का ट्रेडिशन है विनिंग. Chelsea's tradition is winning, and we were not seeing anything. I don't know if you felt it, but I was losing sleep over winless Chelsea. I was losing sleep over the way they were playing, the way they were demotivated, the way the coaches screwed us. As a fan, I really don't want to see this thing. And I hope we don't continue that tradition, but the tradition of winning should be our main priority. Here's my biggest question, Chelsea fans. Chelsea keeps signing players over and over again. We are building a squad. Earlier, we had said we would do with the squad what we have, but we see now the mindset have changed. Xabi Alonso has come in, taken control. He is seeing something which is lacking. Mind you, Xabi Alonso has a lot of experience, and if he is doing these changes, that means something is lacking. We have the brightest of young players in Chelsea Football Club, but when an experienced player sees that something is missing, that something we are lacking, he is trying to change the script. He wants players with a mindset of winning. He wants players with a mindset that can lift trophies. He wants leaders in every department, and that's what we are seeing in the recruitment. And luckily, the Blue Co board is supporting him, and that's what I love about Blue Co right now. I don't hope they mess it up again. Please, Blue Co, don't do it. We've got a brilliant coach. Give him time. We're okay to lose a few games, even though I don't want it. We're okay to lose a few games, but a lot of noise, yeah? That's the only thing. When you record in the car, you have different kind of noises, huh? So yes, Chelsea fans, what I was saying is I don't want Blue Co to mess it up for us. Be patient. I also want the crowd at Stamford Bridge to be patient. It's going to take a bit of time for players to adapt to the system. Mind you, it can happen in a day or it can happen in months, but definitely it's going to happen. And we need to trust this process. We need to give players time. We need to give time to the coach, Xabi Alonso. And that is what we need to do. We are building a squad. We are building a collection. But eventually someone has to leave. Someone has to take the door. You can't have 30 plus players believing they could play every week. We do not have European competition. So playing time is less. Even Nicholas Jackson remains. Where is he going to play? For this season, at least, I believe every place is a competition for everyone. This transfer window isn't only about arrivals now. It's about making difficult decisions and letting players go. Now, about having players to leave, I've got this very question to you, Chelsea fans. Lewis Hall. Did we sell him too soon? Now, here's another twist. You might have heard Chelsea are reportedly trying to re-sign Lewis Hall. I don't really know what's happening at Newcastle. As today we have seen Eddie Howe leaving Newcastle. There are top players leaving Newcastle. They were the same owners who were trying to buy Chelsea, if you remember. Do you know this? They were the same owners trying to invest in Chelsea, bring the Chelsea club. Luckily, we are not going down that road of every player getting sold, every player trying to leave Newcastle. I'm quite lucky that, we should be proud as Chelsea fans. What I'm saying is we've developed a model. It might not work, but we still need to be proud that, you know what, Chelsea Football Club is growing. We have a sister club. We might even have more. We've seen the Blue Co do a lot of investment in Brazil. They build beautiful blue coats for young talents. Something what I'm proud of Blue Co is this, the model. It's not clicking yet because of a lot of external factors. Like, we're not used to see this kind of model with Chelsea. We are used to winning day in, day out. But right now, football is not only about investing, but it's also about a culture. It's about how much reach can you get throughout the globe. It's about having a sister club. Why Man City is successful is because of that. And Chelsea fans, what I can only suggest to you is be a little patient, and we'll see good future for us. Eventually, the Blue Co will leave. I know they will leave, but I'm also sure that they're going to make something out of Chelsea Football Club and leave. My gut says they are definitely going to do it. I mean, we can bad mouth them all along, but they're business people. One thing we need to know, they have successful businesses, and if they do have successful businesses, they do have a trend of making money. They're not going to leave us high and dry. So yes, for this year, I'm just inclined towards Blue Co because they have given us a beautiful coach. They have given us some good signings for this month, and I'll stick with that. And let's be patient for this year. If things don't work out, we can eventually say, man, this is not happening and you have to go. Blue Co out then. I was talking about Lewis Hall. I got a little bit distracted. Lewis Hall is a Cobham graduate. Yeah, we all know that. When Lewis Hall left, many Chelsea fans felt that we gave up too early on him. Now, I know Chelsea were trying to show profits on their book. Selling a Cobham graduate makes sense. But Lewis Hall is someone who graduated from Cobham, leaves Cobham, develops, gains Premier League experience, and it would be a great story if Chelsea bring him back. Mind you, he's an amazing talent. He wouldn't be too expensive. He is a brilliant player. I loved to watch him play. There were games in Champions League where he completely dominated. I just love Lewis Hall. He was always a talent. Whenever I've seen him play for Chelsea, was always a talent. There are few games where he was completely taking control of the games. You might have watched the Newcastle games. Complete control. And if we could bring Lewis Hall back, I'm excited about this. I mean, there are a lot of players we're signing, but Lewis Hall excites me. As a fan, I would generally take him back. I would anytime take him back. Football is funny at times. Chelsea fans, do let me know, would you take Lewis Hall back? If the deal makes sense, absolutely yes. Please comment down and let me know your thoughts. Now let's talk about Chelsea versus Tottenham. It's always personal for us. And if anyone says it's only pre-season, no, not against Tottenham. The rivalry isn't about geography anymore. It's about history. It's about Drogba destroying them year on year. It's about Eden Hazard ending their title race. It's about years of Chelsea reminding Spurs exactly where they stand in London. Every generation of Chelsea fans has its own memory. Tomorrow is another chapter. Even if it's a friendly, I'll still consider it as a chapter for Chelsea Football Club. Mind you, don't expect it to be a very easy game against Spurs tomorrow. Here's the thing, Tottenham are changing. They have spent serious money. Tonali walks in the midfield, over 100 million signing. They've got a good coach now. De Zerbi is a coach who demands brave football, high pressing, quick passing, building from the back. Tomorrow isn't only about Chelsea testing themselves. It's about two projects trying to prove who is ahead of the schedule. It's going to be crazy to watch this. There are a bit of positives. We've seen Caicedo back. We've seen Nico Jackson back. Chelsea do look healthier, but I don't think either one of them starts. I don't think Nico will start, neither Caicedo. But even a few minutes, if they're given to them, the Caicedo or Nico Jackson, would really change everything. Yes, I'm also looking towards the youngsters. I'm also looking at players who are on the shop window playing tomorrow. We're going to get a pick of them. We need to sell. We need to start selling. Every season, somebody surprises you. I'm just wondering who's going to surprise us this season. Thing to watch, Chelsea fans. And this is where I leave you with one thought, Chelsea fans. Chelsea have signed another player. More are coming. And yet, I don't know who our strongest 11 is. Maybe that's exciting. Maybe that's worrying, but maybe that's exactly what the season is going to bring us. Competition, nobody's place is guaranteed. Every training session matters. Every preseason game matters because Chelsea aren't building anymore. Chelsea are expected to start winning. Tomorrow we find out a little more. We welcome Maxin Laqua. We face Tottenham. We could probably see Caicedo and Jackson back on the pitch. And before the transfer closes, I hope Chelsea signs Lewis Hall and we see him back wearing the blue jersey. Now, I want to hear from you, Chelsea fans. Were you impressed by the game of preseason we had? Would you bring Lewis Hall back? And be honest, how badly do you want Chelsea to beat Spurs tomorrow, even if it's just friendly? I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts below, Chelsea fans. If you haven't subscribed to Blue Nation TV, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell on. I'll see you after the game. Till then, thank you. Mogason.